Welcome to my channel. I'm Nisi. Guys, today we're going to be getting into something so exciting. I have literally been so freaking excited for this reaction. It feels like I have been waiting forever. We're going to be getting into Raye's brand new album, This Music May Contain Hope. What a name! What a freaking name. What an album cover. We're gonna get to that in a minute. I don't think I have ever uttered Raye's name on this channel before. I don't think I've ever even mentioned her name before in any of my videos. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I have, but I cannot remember ever doing so. But guys, Raye is one of those people that I have gotten into off camera. I discovered her through, I think, Escapism was her song that she released that was huge. It was like big, it was like all over TikTok or whatever. I discovered it somehow and I was obsessed with it. A little context if you care to listen. I found myself in a shit position. The man that I love shut me down last night. He told me that it's over. Dumb decision. Everything. I freaking was obsessed ever since. And then I got into her album 21st Century Blues and I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is so talented. Her voice, I love her sound. I think it's so interesting and unique. I love how she does like her little scats and blues and jazz vibes. She's just so interesting to me, guys. So I have been excited to actually react to her on this freaking channel and share her with you guys. So guys, without further ado, I say let's just go ahead and jump in. If you guys end up liking me and liking this reaction video by the end, I really hope you consider hitting that subscribe button because we would love to have you around. And if you guys end up liking this, you know, we can absolutely get into more Raye. I've been waiting for her to do new stuff that we can get into, so I will absolutely be down for that. Let me know. Also, YouTube has this new feature called Hype, where if you like someone's video, you have the chance to hype it and get it out to more people, which I think is so freaking cool. So if you guys, if you wouldn't mind, if you end up liking the video, or right now, you can pause, you can hit it. I mean, it's free. It's so free to just click the button. Yeah. Anyways, let's jump in. All right, you guys, welcome to This Music May Contain Hope. Now, if you guys haven't seen my community post recently over in my post section of my page, where sometimes I post little commentative stuff on there, sometimes I make little announcements, whatever, I was talking about this album cover because I like it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I like it. Why did I see so much discourse online of people hating on this album cover? Is it a little strange? Sure. Is it something that you see every day? No. Does she look like a one-legged dog? Yes. All these things. But I still think that it's just so unique. When do we get to the point where we cannot accept things that are unique or a little odd anymore? You know, those things used to be valued. Now all of a sudden it's just automatically cringe. But yeah, guys, This Music May Contain Hope. This is actually a very long project. There are 17 songs on here, and each of these songs are like full length except for the intro. So I don't need to waste no more time. We just need to go ahead and just jump right in. Let's go ahead and jump into the first track, intro, Girl Under the Gray Cloud. Very fitting for the album cover. You see how everything's tying together. All right, let's do this.
Our story begins at 2:27 a.m. on a rainy night in Paris.
I love her intros. Oh!
She has no umbrella. She is 7 Negronis deep, and she
Tell
notices
the
a hole
story.
she is desperately trying to fill. Her eyebrows were plucked, she wore fake eyelashes and a red dress, yet no one at the bar would notice her efforts. She has weathered many storms that she herself has become the girl under the grey cloud.
Okay, come on.
As she was walking alone in the rain, chin to her chest, arms wrapped around her waist, a perfect storm was brewing. Ingredients as follows: her loneliness, the vermouth, the scratching of the zip on the left hem of her dress, the echo of a belittling assessment she had received from a man earlier that day.
What is she even talking about?
From her grandma, that would say,
"Call me, please. We need to pray."
Grandma telling us we gotta pray or we're down bad. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, I love the way that blended. But we cannot go to the next song yet. Wait a minute. We have to break down the first one. Girl Under the Gray Cloud. I love how Raye does introductions. If you have not listened to her other album, 21st Century Blues, she has an introduction on that project as well. What's so interesting about this song is that, like, sonically, it sounds like a play. The strings and the way that it just sounds just like a scene straight out of a play. And then she's like narrating the story of this character, which I live for. I imagine that this character is probably herself, but, or maybe not. not. Maybe maybe she said this music may contain hope, and maybe it's for anyone out there who needs hope, and maybe the girl under the gray cloud does. She nurses a hole she is desperately trying to fill. She nurses a hole she's desperately trying to fill. There's obviously a woman who's not in the greatest headspace. However, she is described as very resilient, though. Arms wrapped around her waist, so she's very like closed off, very closed body language, chin to her chest, very closed and like insecure body language. The echo of belittling assessment she had received from a man earlier that day. She said that she has to make way for the rain. So like maybe she has to like process these things. Like she needs to actually sit down, process these things, feel these things maybe. She has a voice note from her grandma that says, "Call me, please, we need to pray." I don't know why, because she could be having so many other things going on in her life that are also terrible that her grandma's like, we got to pray because there's a lot going on. Or maybe her grandma senses everything that she's going through and she's like, I need to pray with you and I need to pray for you. I also like that too because her grandma is in Where's My Husband? So yeah, guys, what an interesting intro. Let's move to the next song, I Will Overcome. Listen to her voice.
The wall between hope and despair. She exists behind it. She will overcome it.
500 steps left to make it to the front door.
Oh, come on!
And it haunts me and it taunts me. And suddenly in the reflection of a Chanel boutique window, I can see the old me and I hate her. I feel so strong because I cry. And it's funny, some people say I remind them of Amy. Some
Why now?
through their keyboards, I'll never amount. And the evil and insults, the arrows from your tongue is the same devils you tortured her with.
Oh, okay, I love this. I live for this, especially after the last song, talking about like everything that other woman has been through. So, and I was saying that she might probably be talking about herself. And now you have I Will Overcome and talking about like all this other stuff that she's gone through. Raye has a very interesting delivery. She's a singer, but she has like this rapping cadence that she always does and like the verses and stuff that I love from her. She's like, it's a very fast cadence too. So like the lyrics be like running away. You gotta like go back and catch it. Concrete below, like she's gonna like fall over, like she can't stand on her own. Who wants to be in Paris drunk and alone? The phantoms of past love. So maybe like a past love is like lingering in her mind, lingering on her heart. She said, I can see the old me and I hate her. She does struggle with confidence. We know this. She said, it's funny, some people say I remind them of Amy. I'm thinking she's saying Amy Winehouse. Some spit through their keyboards. I'll never amount. And the devil and the evil and insults, the arrows from your tongue. So maybe also talking about public perception, how other people talk about her is something that she has to overcome as well. That's a lot. Oh, I love that.
She exists behind it.
I can't tell what she's saying in the back. Her voice in the back, do you hear it? You know what? Yes, let's go to church. You know what? You know what? This is a reminder.
500 steps left, maybe I've lost count. My battery died.
Now she's going left.
So I'm not sure if I turn left or turn right. You may say I look crazy, but I won't even care. Aren't we all broken
The rasp.
people? Just perfect how to hide it, and life scares some more.
Do you see this? Chills.
This is my song to remind me I need it more.
She will overcome.
Is that what was playing in the background? I love how instrumentally, I did expect this because I know Raye. I knew there was going to be so many strings, and you guys know how I feel about strings. You guys know. But like the horns as well, the drums, there's so much intensity that's going on. And like the album cover is just making more and more sense because it really does align visually. It's so heavy. It's so dark. It's so like deep and intense. Instrumentally, it's crazy. So like that checks out so much. I have already kind of talked about this, but yeah, I really do love this. I'll Overcome. Raye has talked before in her previous project about struggling like with her self-perception and insecurities and a lot of mental health stuff. She's been through a lot. She talks about her story in her music. She's been through a lot of very dark things. So it makes a lot of sense. Her talking about like her mental state of mind, her saying, I am not okay right now. And her saying that, you know, we all know that we're going to die. So like, is this going to be my life? Like, is this going to be the one life that I'm given on this earth? Is this going to be it? Because it kind of sucks right now, but I will overcome. And I love how that is the like thorough line of this song, even though everything else seems like shit. She probably knows factually, she knows I will get through this, but maybe she doesn't believe fully in her heart that that feels possible right now. But she's making this song as a way to remind her and like convince herself that like we are going to overcome. I really like this song. It was so like beautiful. Her voice in the back was insane. Her voice is insane, okay? Insane, all right? Obviously, I love how there was like a lot of background vocals and like maybe like an orchestra that was happening. Like a choir that was happening like in the chorus, which gave it like a church vibe. It really gave it like I'm going to a church vibe. Okay, we're gonna go with track 3, which is called Beware the South London Lover Boy. There's a player on the streets of London.
Beware the South London lover boy.
There's a player in the street. Oh, there's a player on the streets of London. Tell them. Come on. So he's more physical than intimate, y'all. Come on. I love how this all is like in that same Sonic universe. Very old school. Dramatic. Hey. Poems out the window. Players! This is such a jazz hands album.
Wherever you're listening.
I'm listening.
In your house. In your car.
In the house. Hey! Girl is crazy. Girl is crazy. I knew it. I knew it was about a player. I knew it was about the player in the streets of London. She said, girl, stay safe out there. I love that. I love that because I hear like stay safe out there, kind of like I hear people like throw it out online all the time. It's always funny for some reason. There's a man, he's on the prowl. He ain't safe. He will pull up to you, reading you poems out the window. He says everything's so sweet. But like he literally just wants a pillow in your bed. He literally just wants to hit it. He touches on your boom boom before he even gives you a kiss. Shows where his priorities are. Love how she had us repeat after her because she's like, listen, are you actually listening? And I love that. I love that because I love a public service announcement. Now, would I have to worry about a man wandering the streets of London where I'm nowhere near there? No. But who knows? He can vacation here anytime. I love how dramatic this is, how dramatic this sounds. This is like the first one that actually was like bright. Actually, you know, have some spunk to it, like energy wise, you know, sunshine wise, you know. It's still about a negative topic, but we're just saying. The next one's called the WhatsApp Shakespeare. Now, huh? What?
Oh, and her name was Eve, and she took a bite from the apple. And
it's true.
This dissimilar. Many moons later, she
oh.
by a very own traitor. And he wouldn't even my type on paper. So sweet poetry he would write.
She's so good. Eats. She's so good. Okay, I get it. The WhatsApp Shakespeare because of the way, you know, he'd be like typing messages and poems and trying to sound all thoughtful, trying to sound deep, thoughtful, you know. Kind of ties into what she was saying about the other guy, you know, saying poems out his window.
Yeah. Sounds very dramatic.
So this whole album.
I
believe you. Wow.
Grandma had to bring her Bible. Sister wanna
She
hop
did
him
say
down.
pray.
Not with thy flesh, but with thy words he would.
Hey.
On me, he wants that. Call me with a wherefore.
Hey.
Silence on notifications. 5 midsummer night, nightmare dawn, end up like me. He's still out there.
That
Romeo fraud, he's a
vocal.
626. But I didn't side when I found out I was one of 7 of the leading ladies. Starring in the new romantic thriller. Ooh, he's a
You're sick. I'm not even talking about what she said. What she said was crazy. There was, you know, she was one of 7 leading ladies. But that change there.
wherefore. Art thou chill Hollywood romance. You must take the chance of this fake Prince Charming, aka the works of Shakespeare.
I can't. I love her musically. Do you not? If not, we must convene. We must talk. And as someone who watches like a lot of black and white classic movies, it just hits me in a different place because, you know, this like her songs are just so similar to it, so similar to the strings, the intensity, the drama of it all. And I love how when she's like storytelling about like a story that goes badly or not how she wants it to, she makes it sound sonically like so dramatic, so devastating, so scary, frightening, horrifying. Like that end tripped me up so bad. Yeah, if you guys haven't like grasped yet, Raye is like really fast. Like the way that she delivers songs like this are so fast. She's like da 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 da, flies over your freaking head. But I know there's a player involved. There's a not good man involved. Her name was Eve. She took a bite of the apple, and this story ain't dissimilar. Basically, kind of saying that she was like deceived by someone. She was pulled in, and they weren't even my type on paper. I'm over here giving you a chance, and you still played me. You still played in my face. Listen. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. Players, people who pull you in. Grandma had to bring a Bible. Sister want to hunt him down. Like, at least her family rides for her. Her family rides for her. And again, she brought out that resiliency again that she's kind of been like referring to. I just love her storytelling. Like I said, I love her storytelling, but I also love how the music itself tells the story. It's not even just her lyrics. The music takes you through a story, takes you through the journey, and the music changes with the mood of what she's talking about, which is exactly how like movies work, with the score changing moods based on what's happening. We're gonna move into the next song, which is called Winter Woman.
Watching them from far away. He wrapped his arms like died to live inside her on a perfect little tiny way. You're crying private by Uber exam. Call me, you can send a text. And pull up at this petrol station, please, so I can buy a pack of cigarettes. Crying in a stranger's car.
Guys, the way that beat slowly came in, it started off so quiet and then it slowly came in. Oh my God.
Maybe I'll become the queen of hearts. Cold girls get by, cold girls won't cry. I'll become the winter woman.
We're gonna become cold.
Oh. She gets her money, then a taxi home. Regret is a bitch, I have a feeling you'll be meeting her soon. Picture me, I'm a silhouette.
Meet regret.
I'm a sob story standing in the rain in a summer dress. I know I won't be sad forever. I wet floor like fake fur coats in the middle of July.
You know what? This happens all the time.
Now watch her walk in slow motion, watch her walking away. Her hair will dance in the wind. She'll be the girl you wish you had. Give me a night to
Rap.
call out and a day to rebrand. As I remind
Should be
myself,
spit.
she vows an oath to make her name a word you won't forget. Until then, goes on.
That was sick.
Tonight I kiss the bottom of the lips and desperate times to cry and desperate pleasures.
I don't need another.
All right, chills over a fake voice.
Until then, life goes on. Life goes on. She
Crazy.
life goes on.
this is interesting because in a way this song is about overcoming and working through the way that she talked about before, but like it's a different kind. It's like she's like, I know that life goes on. I know that eventually I'm going to get better. I know that eventually I'm going to remember who I am and I'm going to have it all together. But in the meantime, I am going to go numb. I'm going to be cold. I'm going to make myself emotionally unavailable. So it's interesting because, you know, I obviously the more healthy way to do that, obviously, that people would recommend is that you maybe guard your heart a bit, maybe be a little bit more selective, but to not close yourself off, to keep yourself open. I like that there's a story that is being told. Like I said, in Girl Under the Gray Cloud, I was like, okay, this is someone who's not in a super amazing headspace, but I didn't know why. But I figured that maybe love was one of the reasons because she casually mentioned something about rejection in that song. And then the other ones have basically been in line with that. And obviously she probably has other stuff going on in her life as well that are maybe bringing her down, but it seems like love is one of those things. I really like Winter Woman. I do. It's a vibe. And oh my gosh, just like, yeah, the beat, the way that she rides the beat, her voice, like the flex that it is to like have such a nice flow and be able to like actually freaking rap and write and sing. Like, do you see this? Written by Rachel Keane. Written by Rachel Keane. That's it. Cut. Now the next one's Clack Symphony. I think this one might have came out before the album. I think. But I didn't hear it. So let's get into that.
Conquered those odds, yet I can't conquer. Leaving this house, I eat, sleep, scroll and work. But there has to be more than just merely existing. In fact, I was thinking, as I said, SOS, pick a dress, pick a time and an address. What we are going on tonight. Send a call out, send a
As you should.
Calling all my baddest women, it's about to go down. Click, 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 clack, symphony, I need that. Her legs are hurting, but her back is still arching. And the sun reminds me that it's going to be alright. And I never could have guessed I started my morning in tears. Got a great waterproof mascara I can recommend. I feel alone, I feel like no one really needs me. So thank you, Carly, for having a sixth sense and for calling to remind me we don't settle for depression on a Friday night.
Yes!
And the sun reminds me that it's going to be alright. Jimmy Choo, it's time to open up the closet. It's a sad sight to see me now blonde it, gather cobwebs. Why I'm like an alien.
Come on!
I can see the glimmer of the girl who wants to believe. She needs a pep talk.
Girl
She
who
needs a hug,
wants
she
to
needs a
leave.
dance floor. She's got one little life, she needs to get out the house more and try and start living it.
Another version of yourself. I love the way that builds.
Though this season of her life had been cold, lonely, and tough, though
Narration.
she slipped back into a darkness she had hoped by now to have overcome. Everything is going to be alright.
Yeah.
It's going to be alright. Going to be.
Woo!
And she put her headphones in, and there she danced under the weight
Oh my
of her
gosh.
clothes. But for the first time in a long time, she believed that one day she would again feel the sun.
Do you hear this?
She must hold on, and she must let go. She'll be alright. No riding shining on at night. The cold never lasts, my darling. It just teaches the heart how to burn.
Get her the fuck out of here. Get her out of here. Did that not sound like a movie trailer? Did it not at the end? Like the way that it continuously built at the end. Did that not sound like a movie trailer? That was stunning. At the end, stunning. The lyricism as well. Like what she was saying in combination with the music. For the first time in a long time, she believed that one day she would again feel the sun. She must be patient. She must have faith in the seeds that are planted beneath the snow. So like, it feels almost impossible that like, you know, something is going to grow in that sort of cold. It feels like it wouldn't grow, wouldn't prosper. But she has to have faith that it's going to grow beneath the snow. And it's possible because when the snow melts, it's water. And it waters the seed, it nurtures the seed. Also maybe going back to like the coldness that she talked about earlier that she probably put on over her. She will save herself this time. So I don't need a man to come save me. I will save myself this time. And in fact, tonight she did confirm, the cold never lasts, my darling. It just teaches the heart how to burn. And it's so freaking true. It's so freaking true. The cold teaches your heart how to burn. That's like so layered. That's so layered, honestly. Like, bad times really teach us how to live. Because, like, even when you're hurting, when you're going through a lot of pain, it means that you're living. Like, that's when you're most alive. Life is most interesting when you are in need of something, when you're, like, yearning for something, when you're wanting something. It's terrible. Like, being sad is not fun. But if we were to wake up every single day and every day was exactly the same and it was monotonous and it was, like, nothing interesting, I don't think that we'd like that. But also teaches the heart how to burn. Like, it teaches you how to sustain yourself. It teaches you how to, if you're cold, you have to make yourself warmer. Your body tries to warm you up. You have to pull yourself through, and it teaches you that resiliency. It was just a very nice song. It was a very nice song. The one thing that I was hoping for, there was like this part where you could hear, it almost sounded like a siren was going off, like a in the back. And it kept like getting louder and louder. And I wanted there to be like a sick beat drop after it built up, but it never happened. That was the one thing I was like, man, you should have done that. Because like she's talking about, you know, dancing and going out, you know, going out with her friends. I need to get out of the house. I need to live my life. And I love that because I need to do that too. But like, I totally understand this, especially when you're sad, You just don't want to leave the freaking house. I love how mature this project is, like sonically, lyrically. Just thinking about this in comparison to 21st Century Blues. 21st Century Blues is so good, so good. But like, there is an evolution that's happening here. She's really been cooking, I have to say it. The next song, I Know You're Hurting.
I can see you standing on the edge.
Oh, we're going real deep.
You give when you have little left to give.
Ooh.
I know life can be a bitch, some call her Monday.
Honestly, yes.
I'm thinking of you, dear, I hope you're okay. And you hide it so well, you do, I must say.
You're hiding the whole... Oh my God! People just need to feel seen. Oh my gosh! Girl, how many times?
You know that you can't be so strong alone all the time, so please stop trying to be so strong all alone.
Like, you literally know you can't.
You don't have
Stop
to
trying.
If you need 2 more arms to hold these burdens.
Come on.
I said a prayer for you, I hope it's working. I know it's hurting.
Hey.
And close your eyes and let this music get to work.
The music work, period. It's inspirational.
Stay with me now.
Woo! What am I getting about today?
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Nah. That almost got me at the end. That literally almost got me. I am not religious. This is very like religion infused, like, you know, her talking about praying, her talking about miracles, her talking about like you can just tell, like, it's just very like religion infused, but like still moved me so much. Her talking about like how I'm here, like, stay with me, I'm here. And like, obviously she doesn't know us personally, but there is a sort of connection that you have with like when you're listening to music and you're listening to it in your alone time, and it's literally just you in four walls and your headphones are on, there is this intimate experience when you are listening to this person's words, you're listening to this music that they created, and there is some sort of like connection that's there. So like having this person say like, I'm here, even though they're not like physically there, it's like, I am a human voice that understands what you're going through because I've been through something similar and I'm trying to connect with you in this moment. Also, her just saying like music itself can move you. And she's been talking about that a lot. She said like this song is a reminder. This is to remind me, like I need the music to move me. I need a dance floor. Like she's talked about this a lot. So I really like that. I also really like how she was saying things like, some call it Monday, and then later on she was saying it's just Thursday. And then earlier she had said it's only like 6:30, and then later she had said like a different time. Like almost talking about how like time is moving. Like you are going to eventually overcome, you're going to eventually get through it because life is literally going on right now as you are listening to this song. It really almost took me out, but she kept saying, don't give up on your life. I can't. She was saying earlier, we all only have one life. Is this how my life is going to be? And now in this song, her reminding someone else, don't give up on your life. Can we move on? Can we move on? Can we not talk about that further? I would like to move on. So we're going to move on to Lifeboat, okay? This album really does contain hope. This album really contains hope. She won't lying. She won't lying. Let's move on to Lifeboat.
Yeah, I'm not giving up, yeah.
Don't, you shouldn't. It sounds a lot more like modern. The blend is like old school and modern.
I'm not giving up.
She got a bunch of random voices in here, random people speaking.
I'm not giving up yet.
Why is this so like Drake?
I'm not giving up yet.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm not giving up yet.
I'm not giving up yet.
I am not giving up yet.
Come on.
I'm not giving up yet.
Oh my God, chills again. I'm done. I'm over her.
I said I'm not giving up yet.
Okay, come on.
I'm not giving up yet.
This is so like old school pop. Like so old school, like. Oh, yeah. This is one of those songs that it reminds me of like a Black Mascara on her last project. It's a very like repetitive song, but like dancey. But I like how she had all these different like people on here saying that I'm not giving up yet, I'm not giving up yet. Because you know, it's all these different people with all these different stories, different ages, like different levels of wisdom, different levels of experience. And they're all just saying, I'm not giving up yet, I'm not giving up yet. And then like later on she says, say it like you mean it. And then they say it again a little bit more like assertively. I really liked, like I said in the beginning, it kind of sounded like a Drake song, low key. And then it kept going, and then it transformed into kind of this like 2010s, like 2000s like pop type of vibe. The song is a vibe. It's like not much to say about it because it's pretty like repetitive, but the song is a vibe. Yeah, I like this one too. This album is quite truly bringing hope, like so much actual hope. Such a valid title. We're gonna move on to I Hate the Way I Look Today. Oh no, I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to hear that.
This song is called I Hate the Way I Look Today. I hate the way I look today.
Thank you.
I hate the way I look today. I looked into the mirror and I cried.
You gonna always break the fourth wall.
I do detest my wicked mind. I must admit I'm so unkind. That I didn't let them know because some girls are so beautiful.
Ooh.
Today, it's not giving beautiful.
It's not
giving train wreck. It's giving unfortunate.
Hey.
Okay, boy. If you hate the way you look tonight,
Come on!
Graham Levin's on the saxophone.
Dude, I love the live.
I can't shake this, I can't fake
live
this. I should just pay to rearrange this. Words of affirmation must repeat till I believe it. I must let the night.
This is killing me! There's so much like whimsy in this song that it feels almost like comedic, you know? It's kind of like comedic relief. But also, and you know, it's because like sometimes you can make fun of it. Like it's so silly. Like insecurity sometimes are so silly. So like I get that vibe, but this is crazy. There's a song called, I think it's called Body Dysmorphia on her other album. She will always say, trying to find ways to rearrange my face. And that is always such a devastating line that hits when she says it. This is like crazy. And now her being like a little more positive this time, please. Now she's like, words of affirmation, must repeat it till I believe it. Like she's not even like, she's literally just like, all right, I guess I have to be like a little bit positive here. Like I can't just be calling myself a train wreck for 4 minutes or however long the song is.
Let's try to she like the way she looks tonight. Do love the way I look tonight. Right, everyone have a cup of tea now.
Have a cup of tea now. I love the live instrumentation. It just like adds so much to the experience. I also love how she always like breaks the fourth wall. You know, like the fact that this song starts with, this song is called I Hate the Way I Look Today. Or, you know, just like in the beginning, like leading us in to just like the album, the project in general. It's always like a breaking of the fourth wall that's there. Like, hey, I'm recording music right now. Even like at the end there being like, thanks guys, like we got that. Like, crazy. I really like this song because I like the whimsy that's in it. I like the humor that's in it. And then obviously it's just talking about something real. Something that's so freaking relatable that we can all relate to. And then like closing out on like the more positive notes. Like, I must let the nice words in. Like, I need to try harder to believe it. I need to speak kinder to myself. So people say, if you wouldn't say it to your loved one, if you wouldn't say it to your little cousin, your little niece, if you wouldn't say it to your child, you should not be saying it to yourself. I like this song. I really liked how fun it was. I really liked how just out there, how crazy it was, how all over the place it was. I live for that. The next song is called Goodbye Henry by Al Green. I literally just saw this. I did not know that Al Green was on this project. I haven't listened to that much of Al Green, but I do know that is a huge name. That is a big name in music. Trailblazer.
This is a sad song, though it feels happy.
Break the fourth wall again.
Happy at all. In fact, it makes me so sad to sing this song. A very lovely boy.
Come on.
His name isn't even Henry, but I'm just trying to be respectful.
Come on. I don't know why they gave Sabrina.
And we had no words to say.
Tell the story.
In silence, and I kissed the man goodbye, and we dried each other's tears, and I told him, Henry, oh, I wish you only love.
Okay, so it wasn't toxic.
I told you this was a sad I did try to
So
warn you.
silly.
In case you relate, in case your sorry heart is also breaking, in case you're driving to work and every bloody left turn you take. Oh, I wish you only love and happiness.
I love the melody of this.
As I'm watching you drive away through my window. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. For
I love that.
Hello, how are you? I hope you're well.
I pray it won't hurt like it does. Tonight is ours, Shimoni love. Happiness. Swallowing tears.
Come on.
And I guess sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes love sticks around, and sometimes love hits the road. Midnight. When I told you this was a sad song. Drop it.
You know what? I'm dedicating that song to my ex. You know what? This song goes out to my ex. The last one, not the other ones. you know who you are. I don't even know if you're watching this. You're probably not. This song's for you. You know what? Why is this one of my favorites? You know what? I love like the inserted humor. Even in like a sad song, a song that she's literally branding as a sad song, having like the humor in it, I really like. But I just really like this song. Like, it's like no toxicity between them. You know, this wasn't one of the guys who like used her or, you know, treated her like shit. It sounds more so like just a genuine just parting of ways, like either because maybe you're growing in different directions or maybe there were just too many disagreements or I don't know, but just a natural parting, but where there's still love there. Like, I hope that you drink a little less. I genuinely care about your well-being going forward from here. I don't want you to forget me. I don't want you to regret me. Maybe we could try again someday. Like, I still care about you so much. I don't have any malice towards you. I'm so happy and proud of Raye that she's on a song with Al Green. Like, girl, you know, when your favorites get to a place where they are able to collaborate with like legends and people who have been in the game for so freaking long, and you know, it just, there's that respect there. I love having a voice like Al Green, like someone who is older, someone who's been around for a while, on like a song like this about just accepting life, accepting closures, understanding that things do come to a close. I just really like that. This was a really nice song. It's one of my favorites. It is one of my favorites. I really love the melody too. Like, I really love that. Guys, the next song is called Nightingale Lane. Now, she released this before the album came out, but I did not listen to it because I don't want to listen to any of these before they came out, other than Where's My Husband. So let's get into Nightingale Lane. What kind of vibe are we giving?
It's a song about the greatest heartbreak I've ever known. This song is called
Good
Nightingale
follow-up
Lane.
after the last one.
On the street in the South London suburbs, and sometimes at red lights with closed eyes, I tell myself to go on, just say, stranger, you show me it's true. I'm capable of loving someone the way I love you. It was right then. I refuse to feel again.
I literally came out with the chills all over my body.
Now, we never were quite right for each other, baby. But at the absence of passion in my life, at red lights with closed eyes, I tell myself, in fact, I tell myself to go on, just say it. Somebody love me once, someday somebody will again.
Yeah, at the stoplight too.
I watched them walk away.
Oh my gosh.
And knock them walls down. And knock them walls down.
She repeated it. She knew exactly what she was doing.
Right here in this ghost town. Right here on this ground is where someone once loved me. And someday someone will.
Yeah.
On Nightingale Lane.
The song is such a good follow-up after Goodbye Henry. Like, Goodbye Henry, understanding and accepting that sometimes goodbyes happen. Like, that's just the way that life is. People come into your life, they enter your life, they have to exit your life. And goodbyes are kind of just like a part of life. And then having this song where it kind of takes it a step further of realizing, and maybe reluctantly, because she says she has to like force herself at a stop sign to say that someone loved you once, someone will love you again. And that's the thing, like when we go through something like this, it literally feels like everything's just over. We're never gonna love again, we're never gonna be loved again, but like probability speaking, you probably will. Could it be possible that you may genuinely never love again, sure. But probability wise, if it happened to you before, and especially if you were like young, you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, etc., like you are most likely going to love again. So it's a good reminder. It's a really good reminder, because in times like this, it literally sometimes feels like I just will never love again. So I really like that. One thing I will say about this song, that it's just a personal preference. It's like not a flaw at all. It's a personal preference. This song sounds a lot like a church song. And like a lot of these songs kind of sound like church songs. They have like a church feel to them. There's like a choir. That's fine. But this song like really sounds like a church song. Like it actually really sounds like a church song to me. In a way that I wish it sounded a little bit different. I wish it sounded a little less churchy. But again, that's my own personal preference. But other than that, just like the storytelling of it, the stranger, you showed me what's true. I'm capable of loving someone the way that I loved you. And, you know, like the imagery of it, Nightingale Lane, Park Avenue, watched him walk away, standing in the rain, like the scenery of it all, I really like as well. She's doing a lot of that, like painting a lot of scenery throughout this entire project, giving us an image, giving us a visual, which I really, really appreciate, especially with an album cover like that, with a visual like that. I really like that. The fact that she's literally saying we never even were quite right for each other. Like literally when we were together, there were probably things that were going on that probably made me feel disappointed. It probably made me feel conflicted, and it feels one way in the relationship, but then once, like she said, once you're in that absence, suddenly your brain just wants to remember all the time how amazing and incredible it was to be in love. And that's what really makes you like crave that love back so bad and like want that person back so bad. Like your brain just wants you to forget all the disappointment and all the frustration that you felt when you were in it. I just want you to remember the fact that you were in love, and being in love was great. But yeah, guys, I like this song. I always like songs to talk about when you the things that you think about at a stoplight, because it really is a revolutionary time. It really is a transformative period. Let's move on to Skin and Bones, track 12. Just bodies. Somebody call Sabrina Carpenter in. Hey. Hey. Bars on the floor. Hey. And bones and lungs and a heart. Hey. Yeah, yup. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. I really like this song. I live for that. All he wants is skin and bones and lungs and a heart. He just wants a body. He just wants a body. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about loving me and who I am as a person. He quite literally just wants a body as a placeholder, as a body to do things with, whatever, and he wants no brain because he does not want a woman who can see through his ish. I love like the comedy here. Like sometimes she be sounding like Sabrina Carpenter. Sometimes like she's witty. She's low key witty. She's funny. She's funny. I don't feel like I felt this much like humor and personality in her last project. Her personality was definitely there, but like the humor, I feel like she's inserted more of that in this project. I totally feel like he thinks that he can make love without having to love me. That's literally just it. She said, was wondering if you could point me in the direction of a gentleman. I just love, like the old, like, I just love like the jazz, the old school club type of vibe about her music, about this project in particular. I really do love it. I really, really love this song. It's such a vibe, Skin and Bones. I thought that was going to be devastating. I thought it was going to be like, you left me and now I'm just skin and bone. Like I really thought it was going to be like that. The fact that this is just like so fun, I really love that. Now listen, the next song is Where's My Husband? I've heard this song many times. As soon as I heard it, like as soon as I saw the title, I was like, oh, I have to listen to this now. And I listened to it and I heard it and I fell in love. And I was like, this is exactly what I needed, because why is no one else saying this in the way that I need it to be said? But Raye did it. Raye said it in the exact way that I was thinking and feeling. And we've been locked in since. So I love Where's My Husband, but we're going to skip it because there's 17 songs here. 17 songs. And so we're not going to sit and listen to Where's My Husband again. But I have listened to that song and I love it. And it makes so much sense coming after the last song. Skin and Bones, like where are the good men? Where are the good gentlemen? These men are nothing. These men are trash. Into Where's My Husband. Makes so much sense. So much sense. Next song is called Fields, featuring Granddad Michael. Like her granddad, Michael? Or is there someone whose first name is actually Granddad?
It's been a long time since we talked.
Different vibe. Oh, her granddad.
So I can see what my love looks like when I'm alone. How are you, Granddad? Do you get lonely too, Granddad? Cause right now I could use a call home. I just wanna be free, like a child rolling down a hill.
Oh, is that her
Feel
granddad?
golden and green. To this grown-up Granddad, is this as good as it gets? My other pillows never touched, it gathers dust, and yet I'll pray to Jesus that the sinking feeling won't succeed. And every bird that weighs on me
Come on.
will fall away like a soft rain, fall into a stream.
Hello, Rachel. It seems to have been a while since we've actually spoken. There's not a day passes by when I don't think of you. You ask me if I ever get lonely.
Who will hear my songs when I die?
And I told him, Granddad, so long as God gives me life, I will practice your song and I will give it my best try, you see.
Tour of the world. I never forget, my love. You'll always be Granddad's little girl.
Listen, Fields, I was kind of speechless. Not her having her actual granddad on the track, singing with her. This song is like very multi-layered. It's definitely about, you know, cherishing like the things in your life that you actually do have instead of always concentrating on the things that you lack and like chasing this and chasing that. Actually having appreciation and care for the things that are already yours and the people who like care about you and who love you. Like it seems like a distance, like it's been like a long period of time since she actually talked to her granddad. She's over here asking like, do you still do this? Do you still do that? Like there was so much of a distance in time, but there's still so much love there. And him saying like, who's gonna listen to my songs when I die? And her saying, Granddad, like as long as I live, I swear I will always sing your songs. I don't need that. And then obviously being on a song together, it's like this is like you know what I mean? Like this is in a way like your song living on, even though like it's Raye's song, like you are on this song and millions of people are going to hear this. But also, you know, her still talking about, I just want to be free. I don't want to be crying. Her talking about wanting to get out of this period of time that she's in, wanting to get out of this state, which a lot of these songs have been about. We're going to move on to the next song, which is called Joy by Absolutely and Amma. Never heard of them. Crazy.
I declare and I decree, any chain that has been holding me, I said I rebuke it. You must leave my life. You are not welcome here. Loose your grip and set me free. I'm letting it all wash away.
Into the stream?
All of it, all of it. It must let go of me today. I may cry through the night. I may cry through the night. I may cry through the night, but my joy comes in the morning.
What is that grind? This is your food. Speak it and speak this. family on the track.
It's been hard for me to fall asleep. I know there's someone out there who's been praying for me. There's a war in your mind. Your sorrows may endure. Here comes my joy.
Hey.
All of my joy. I may cry through the night, but my joy comes in the morning. Here comes my joy, baby.
Hey.
My joy comes in. I see you.
Whoa, come on. The birds chirping, cause like the morning. Yeah. This album is doing a lot of like corrective language. It's doing a lot of affirmation. It's doing a lot of reminders. This album is doing a lot of like her speaking power into herself, and I feel like this is definitely one of those songs. Like her saying, "I declare I am somebody." Like that's such an affirmation. But I feel like we've all been here, or at least I have, where like you've been sad for so long, and for some reason, for whatever reason, you just tell yourself, you know what, from right now, from here on out, I'm done. Like I'm over it. I'm not thinking about it anymore. I tend to relapse. It tends to not fully be the last time that I ever feel sad. But I've had this before where I'm like, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna like change this, or I'm gonna start this, or I will no longer feel this way. Typically after a long period of feeling sad about something and feeling like I should be over something. But it's like sort of healthy because, you know, after a while of being sad for a really long time and being down, it starts to really wear on you, and you just have to take steps at least to try to move forward. So that's definitely what this song is. I really like how upbeat it is, how cheerful it is. I declare I am somebody. Like, I love that. This whole album is just so positive. It's so positive. It's such a breath of fresh air. It's just like it's so there. I love that. This is not one of my favorites, but I do like the song. I'm liking all these songs, to be honest. I have my favorites, which we would get to, but I'm liking all these songs. Like, none of these songs I dislike. The next one is called Happier Times Ahead. We're really getting to that point. These are sounding positive.
Somewhere on a Saturday morning, there's a girl in a window. Love let her down. I need a band. Somewhere in the traffic on Bond Street, a middle-aged man just driving his van. And every day's the same.
Are they gonna meet?
Still, he must believe.
Or are they different stories?
Auntie Jean is up crying again.
Oh, Auntie Jean.
After 60 years of marriage, her Roger has left her alone in a land.
I wish you would leave me alone after 60 years. Are you out your goddamn? I wish you would. Oh, she better. What if he died? Actually, if he died, that's one thing. Hold on. I gotta keep reading. He better have died. Let me tell you.
Isn't here anymore to hold her.
Okay. I apologize. I apologize, Mr. Sir. I thought that you was out here trying to play the fields at 70 or 80, however old you be. I was about to be pissed at you. But rest in peace. Rest in peace.
There must be happier. There must be happier. There must be happier times again. Repeat after me.
Hey.
Happy times ahead. May you be Lord, and may you feel joy. Happier, 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 happier. There must be happier
There must be.
I'm coming, don't you give up, just hold on. Happier times are coming, alright? The sun exists behind the clouds, it's right there. Just hold on to happier times, alright, darling?
Yeah. She said, that song's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty self-explanatory. There's going to be happier times again. There have to. Even in the midst of such tragedy, it is probably, again, the probability that you will never experience happiness again is very slim. The probability that you'll never genuinely smile or genuinely laugh or genuinely feel like, oh, I'm happy in this moment again in life is incredibly slim. And there will be happier times again because there have to be. Science tells us the rain never goes on forever. Science is showing us there must be sunshine. Let's move on to the last song, guys. This is the last final song. It's called Finn, The End. Didn't she kind of name her closing track on her first project something like this? I thought it was literally Finn, or like the end, or something that means it's over. Come on, Disney.
And now I'd like to leave you with an unapologetically dramatic and powerful, this last metaphorical summary for its life's guarantee that we're all going to die. Come rain or come storms, we got one little life. Thank you for listening. Until next time, lots of love. Raye. Roll the credits.
She said, listen, if you ain't find home,
Alright.
you got to stream it again.
Thank you to Grandma, Granddad Michael, my sisters Amma and Absolutely. Thanks for listening to this album. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's finally yours. It's finally out there. It's finally yours. Alright. Just take care of it and listen to it again and again and share it with your friends, and just know that I really love making music and I want to do this for the rest of my life. And thanks for supporting me. And thank you. I love you. I love you.
I love her. I love her. The way she took the time to list every single person's name who had a hand in this project. Every single person's name. Some people don't even want to be given credit, and she sat here and listed it in the song. And, you know, that leads me to my point about this album. Well, should we just go ahead and get into the closing the closing remarks? Let's just do that. Well, guys, that was This Music May Contain Hope, Raye's second album. Wow, this is crazy. This album was, wow, it was beautiful, it was magical, it was indeed hopeful, it was uplifting, it was just beautiful. What I was literally about to say about the end of the other song is that I love how Raye is consistently Raye. She has a sound to me. It is very old school jazz, blues, but she's also pop, and she integrates a lot of like alternative pop stuff in there. She's just very interesting to me, but like she has a sound to me from her voice, which is like very distinct, but also her sound, which I think is very uniquely her. The way that it blends together, I think, is so uniquely her. But even also the structure of this project, the way that she has an intro where she's like introducing like a story, like literally coming into the story with like an introduction in a way that's very theatrical. She literally did that in her first project. And then her last song as well, saying like, thank you everyone for listening, thank you for everyone who helped me with this. It's exactly what she did in 21st Century Blues. Like, all those things are consistent with her. The breaking of the fourth wall, where she'd be like, oh, this song is called this, blah, blah, blah. Like, that is something that she has been doing that is like a part of what I expect from her now, which I really like, because those things are just very unique. I really, really love that. Like, I've never heard any other artist, I'm not saying there is no other artist that does this, I just haven't heard another artist who like has a closing of their project like that, in that particular way, in the way that all of this feels like it's a live show. Or like her first album, I felt like it felt like the whole album was live at a jazz club. This one feels like it's live at a theater. And I love that. I love those two things. But yet there's still such an evolution of this one versus the first one. I'm not gonna say in this moment that I like this one more than the last one, but I just feel like her artistry has developed a lot. I think that she really, really found her sound and fully stepped into it. She's like, okay, I'm gonna fully go this way. I love how, like I said, it feels like she had more personality in this. Like, I understand her and her personality more. She added more humor into this and more wit into this. I really, really loved that. There's a lot of swag in here, like on her first project too. Like I said, she's just so immensely talented. The vocals on this project were insane. From the small subtle riffs to like the belting moments to like the runs, like her voice was insane. I also loved her rapping in this. Like I said, like her cadence, her flow, I really, really loved. I really enjoyed. She is just such a delight to listen to, honestly, such a delight to listen to. I loved her lyrics in this as well, the storytelling, the way so many of these songs actually told like a story. Girl Under the Gray Cloud, the WhatsApp Shakespeare, like so many of these actually Goodbye Henry were like so storytelling-y, and I really, really liked that. I loved her lyrics. I feel like the lyrics have improved as well. I just feel like she's really, really stepping into her own as a songwriter and as an artist. And this was such an amazing journey to listen to. And I love how so many of these just touched on mental health and just like going through it, because these are hard times. These are rough times that we're living in this world right now, rough times. And so just having an album about just trying to overcome to get to the other side. I also love the stages of this project. I feel like it started off so dark and intense. And then like it would get a little lighter and we'd be moving in like a little bit more of like a humorous, light type of direction. And then I feel like we go down again into something that's deeper, more like sentimental, and we come up again. All of that, which is mental health. It's very up and down, it's very all over the place. But I just love how the instrumentation always matches her and what she's saying and the story that she's telling. It was so beautiful and so smart instrumentally and so interesting. So interesting to listen to. I really, really enjoyed this, you guys. I'm going to give you guys my top tracks. I liked every song on here. Like, there's no song that I disliked, but I have favorites. And I actually started being very selective with it because I felt like this album was such good quality. I wanted to be very selective with which songs I called my faves. So my faves were, I actually didn't have Girl Under the Gray Cloud at first, just because it was the intro and because it's so short. But just know I really love that. I Will Overcome, Winter Woman, I Know You're Hurting, Goodbye Henry, Skin and Bones, Where's My Husband. Those were my absolute favorites. Those 6 just stood out to me so much, or clung to me so much for whatever reason. I really, really loved those, and I love the intro. But I like all these songs. I think all these are like really good in their own way. Yeah, guys, this was just beautiful to listen to, honestly. Thank you guys so much for being here with me to experience this with me. Again, my first time ever reacting to Raye on my YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much for being a part of that. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this as well. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about this project. If you did listen to her first project, how do you feel about this one compared to that one? Not saying that you have to say which one's like better or whatever, but just like, what do you think about their differences? You know, like, what do you think? Which one's your fave? If you have one. Yeah, guys, and just let me know down below what you guys thought about this project, what you guys think about Raye. If this is your first time listening to her, oh my gosh, let me know what you thought. This was a good time for me, you guys. I really enjoyed this. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it all the time. Yeah, guys, if you want to watch this reaction in full, uncut, the video is on my Patreon, link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for being here. Remember to like this video if you like this video, hype it. if you get the chance to. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.